17-year-old Monroe is representing France at Eurovision 2026. She's the youngest contestant this year, quite an extraordinary operatic voice. Her song is Regarde. It means watch or look at me, but should we be watching out for this one in the grand final? Let's review Eurovision. Yeah, as I say, Monroe is the youngest contestant this year. It's extraordinary that she's 17 and can belt out those sorts of notes. She has taken part in talent shows before. She, is French American, so there's a bit of an American twang when she speaks. But the bookies certainly rate this pretty highly. What do we think, Emily?
Yeah. It's interesting you said she's got an American twang. All I hear is American whenever I've heard her. I'm hearing very little French, but hey, that doesn't matter. That doesn't make any difference. Anyone can represent anyone. There's no judgment here. Yeah, this song, I mean, there's lots of things that are kind of very striking about it. It's very dramatic. She's hitting some incredible notes. I just wish France would mix it up a bit. It feels like this is the same kind of thing that we've had for ages, Maman last year. Even like Evidoma,
Évidemment. Évidemment.
Evidoma. Even like that, even though it was kind of a bit boppier, it was still very much like classically French, previous years. Like it's just kind of feeling like more of the same. And I'm just, each time they do this, they get put up pretty high in the bookies. And then, they might do well. Obviously, not particularly not so much last year, but it's just not really getting through. So I just feel like I'm a bit tired of this kind of entry, which is a real shame because yeah, she's only 17 and like her voice is very, very impressive, but I just want to see something a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, she is only 17. And I know you're not supposed to bully children, but so I should probably be kinder than I otherwise would, but I absolutely hate it. I just can't. I find it obnoxious beyond belief. I find it pretentious. I really, really loathe it. I mean, let me just get the positives out of the way. She does sing it very well, and she's clearly very talented. But therein lies the problem. I suspect nobody in her life has told her anything other than you are basically the second Christ. Like clearly, because she's done talent shows and things, Emily's laughing. Because she's done talent
I think we need a cut to my face and me going,
because she's clearly very, very gifted, and everyone's always told her she's gifted, and she's just therefore brilliant. Whereas no one has actually stepped back to say, no, this is a really mediocre song. Like the song is not good. And the problem is, you start off basically doing Berghain by Rosalia, right? And that kind of very intense instrumental that goes into like it's just the most rousing beginning to a song ever in Berghain. And then she goes into the most extraordinary vocal, singing opera in German, and she's Spanish for goodness sakes, with these extended metaphors and about to express how how she suppresses herself in a relationship. It's a very complex and really poetic expression of just giving up yourself in a relationship. So if you are clearly, I mean, this is so similar to Berghain at the beginning. It is basically plagiarism. It's a shameless rip-off. And if you follow that level of grandeur with the most mediocre lyrics, I mean, why on earth is she's 17 and she's singing about wandering about Paris trying to find love? Like she doesn't need a trophy, she needs social services. Get this girl help. It's ridiculous. So the lyrics are mediocre, having it pretended that this beginning is you're like, oh my God, this is going to be incredible what I'm going to hear because she's trying to do Berghain, and it's just mediocre. And I feel like at every turn I'm being gaslit into making me think that this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Like just their whole social media strategy has been, let's get this girl singing opera at Versailles, or like just singing in like a tube stop or something I've seen at one point. At one point they get her to do opera to the rhythm of the Finnish entry this year. And I feel like all the time I'm constantly being told, not only by this entry, but by the marketing strategy, by just the way that everything about this, the French delegation has gone about this. I'm being told this is brilliant. This is lovely. It's excellent. You are going to love it. Even if you don't love it, it's just brilliant. I don't care whether you love it. It's excellent. And I'm just like politely, fuck off. Like, just leave me alone. It's impressive, yes, but the song is shit, right? It's nothing special. Leave me alone. And I hate it. So rant over, but your point that I'm kind of sick of this sort of entry is exactly right, because constantly now the French are sending entries that are something to be admired rather than liked. Who is going to stream this after the contest? Who is streaming this? I only do for the first 20 seconds, only to then skip it because I'm like, oh yeah, at the beginning it's like Berghain. And then she starts like the most average lyrics ever, and she sings them well, but the lyrics are very, very average. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care because it's not Berghain. I'd rather listen to Berghain. I've had enough of the French delegation. It's just enough. Send something good, please. Anyway, I'm done now.
Well, okay, I think you had stronger views on that than I did. So anyway, France is one of the big four, so it's through to the final automatically. How do you think it's going to do? What would you score it?
I mean, the juries will like it, but I don't think the televote will. It's. I said this last year. I said this last year. Last year, Maman was one of those entries that, again, it was just so clinical that there was nothing actually that personable about it. The lyrics were really, really basic. So it did well with the juries, but it only got like 50 televote points. And I can see something like this happening here. It's something to be admired rather than liked. So it might come top 10, but people who are talking about this as a winner, I mean, get a reality, bro. Like, please, if opera wins 3 years in a row, like, please give me a break. I'm done with this. Done. It's a 3. I hate it.
Blimey. Yeah, I mean, I would echo all of that. I feel like I'm so confused as why France hasn't learned its lesson a bit from last year with Maman getting 50 televote points because yeah, that does kind of reflect that like yeah, you might produce something that's really popular with the juries, but if you don't have that like broad base of support, it's not going to win. So yeah, I could kind of foresee something like that happening this time, which would still mean like a kind of top 10 performance. But yeah, to me this isn't a winner. I am going to give this a 6.5
That's kind.
because it's like I also think if we hadn't had a few years of this similar kind of entry, we probably wouldn't mind it. So I'm trying to try to take a more balanced, long view of it all. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, that's what we think. That's what Jack thinks. Um,
I'm gonna be proved right. I was
I'm not
proved right about
responsible.
Maman last year. I was right about Maman, and everyone was dragging me in the comments, and I was right. No, people did not like that, and people are not gonna like this.
Anyway, I'm not responsible for Jack's comments, so I would just like to put that out there. But that's it from this episode, and we shall see you next time.
Do you think that was strong enough, or?